Hi, I'm Kim Osorio with a BET.com exclusive. I'm standing here with none other than Mariah Carey. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I want to ask you about the Michael Jackson Memorial Service because you recently sang, and you talked a little bit about it on 106. But I wanted to know if you had any special Michael Jackson memories that you could share with us.
I mean, I feel like my whole life I've been listening to Michael Jackson. When I was a little kid, I used to sing all the Jackson 5 songs, and everybody would be like, oh, on certain notes they would tell me, oh, you sound like Lil Mike. And it was look, the whole world suffered a huge loss. The whole world is going to feel this forever, and I personally am blessed to have known him, to have performed with him several times, and to have sung at his memorial. But that was difficult. That was very difficult.
You have a new album coming out, Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel. Can you explain that album title and where you came up with it from?
Each song is its own story, and it tells a story, and the story may have come from my own personal experience. It could have come from someone, that a friend of mine that's told me a story. It could have come from something in the way in the past of my life. But I feel like it's an album that tells a story. And yes, people can listen to it and take certain songs, go, that's my song, I've been through that. Women especially. It's one of those albums that's about women's empowerment and about overcoming a lot of things, and about, it's fun though. It's a fun album. There are songs that are, some of them are just jokes. Like Obsessed is almost like just jokes. I mean, it's got a little bit of something for everybody.
Any special guest appearances on the album?
Well, we're still working on the album, so perhaps there are special guest appearances. So far, the first single featuring Gucci Mane is the first guest appearance, and I really enjoyed myself working with him. Like he was so cool. Like I had so much fun with him. He was I couldn't have asked for a better experience.
What producers did you work with on this album?
I worked a lot with Tricky and Dream. We had done a song together, My Love, which to me wasn't as strong as the music that we have on this album, because Dream wrote it by himself and then gave it to me and I sang it. But it's different to do that than to sit in the room and write a song and put it together and make sure that it's both of our, well, the most important thing is that it's coming from my standpoint. So I worked with Tricky and Dream. I'm not sure what's going on the album yet because we're still working, but with Jermaine Dupri. Okay. I love JD. We have worked together.
You guys have made so much history together.
Well, Always Be My Baby was the first song we wrote. It was a #1 record. And since then, I mean, I can't express how much I care about him. He's cool people.
Good. Now let's talk a little bit about...
Oh, sorry. I also worked with Timbaland for the first time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And to me, that was like, is this going to happen? What's going to happen? But I really, really gained a new respect for him. Not that I mean, I'm a fan. I'm a Timbaland fan. So, it was a great experience.
Good. Let's talk a little bit about the Obsessed video. Who came up with that concept?
I worked with Brett Ratner, who is a jokester and a comedian and a director of comedies. So we talked about a couple things. We talked about a few different comedians, whatever, the female version and the male version, comedians playing the part of the stalker. But at the end of the day, actually, I think it was Nick who said, "Why don't you just play the part of the stalker?"
Okay.
Because he knew that I could do that.
How was that, like dressing up as a
So,
stalker?
so, so bizarre.